channel and the TDT family. For those of you who are new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and leave a like on this video. The iPhone SE2 is Apple's budget phone for 2020, coming in at $400. However, with a pretty bad design that's almost 4 years old, a small battery, low base storage, only one camera, and a horrible display by 2020 standards, I don't recommend anyone buy it. So today I'll show you 5 phones that are better than the iPhone SE2 and some even cheaper. Now, before we get into the video, I would like to start with some honorable mentions. First, we have the iPhone 8 at $280. I definitely think this is a better value than the SE. Not to mention, there's the option of getting the iPhone 8 Plus for less than $100 more, meaning you get a much larger display and dual cameras for less than the price of the SE. The reason, however, the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus didn't make it to the final list is even though I think they are a better value, truthfully, the SE is the better phone. The next honorable mention is the Galaxy S10 Plus. The S10 Plus is definitely a better phone than the SE for a similar price, especially with that large 6.4-inch curved OLED display, plus all the bells and whistles like a heart rate monitor, reverse wireless charging, and a headphone jack. It didn't make the list because I did find a Samsung that I thought was better value than the S10 Plus. The last honorable mention is the iPhone XR. I believe this too is a better value and phone than the brand new SE. However, it didn't make the list because just like the Samsung, there's another iPhone that I think is a better phone for the price. However, if you want an iPhone that has a bunch of bright and interesting colors, then this is probably going to be your best option. Starting at number 5, in no particular order, we have the Samsung Galaxy Note 10. If you're content with buying an Android, the Galaxy Note 10 is an absolute steal at this price point. The Galaxy Note 10 offers an amazing triple camera system, which consists of a 12 megapixel wide, 12 megapixel ultra wide, and a 16 megapixel telephoto. Also, a 10 megapixel selfie shooter. The Galaxy Note 10 also offers an extremely fast experience with a Snapdragon 855, 8GB of RAM, and fast UFS 3.0 storage. The battery life on the Note 10 is also significantly better than that of the SE and offers reverse wireless charging as well. But the main reason you should pick the Note 10 over the SE is that display. You get a gorgeous, bright 6.3-inch bezel-less OLED display that curves out to the side, with only a tiny punch hole obstructing that beautiful display. You also enjoy the benefits of HDR10+, and lastly, you get the bonus of an IP68 rating over IP67, and you get the inclusion of a stylus, which can be extremely handy for those who need it. At number 4, we have the OnePlus 7 Pro. A lot of you probably haven't heard of OnePlus, but it's now the 4th largest smartphone company in the world and first in India. The OnePlus 7 Pro at this price point is almost too good to be true. You get a triple camera system with a 48 megapixel main shooter, 8 megapixel telephoto, and 16 megapixel ultra wide. You can get some magnificent results with these cameras. This phone is also all about speed. You get a fast Snapdragon 855, fast UFS 3.0 storage, up to 12GB of RAM, and to top it all off, you get a 90Hz refresh rate panel, making everything feel ultra smooth. Speaking of the display, you get a 1440p bezel-less OLED display that flows over the edges of the phone and supports HDR10+. When it comes to battery life, the OnePlus isn't great, but surely better than the SE. You get the inclusion of a super fast 30-watt warp charger, which is some of the fastest charging I've seen in a phone. However, you lose out on wireless charging and an official IP rating. At number 3, we have the LG G8. LG has always been known to lose tons of value a few months after releasing a flagship, so they always end up offering incredible value. The LG G8 is no different. At this extremely low price tag, you get a fast Snapdragon 855, coupled with 6GB of RAM and the Android 10. You get the option of either 2 SIM cards or a micro SD. You also get a gorgeous 6.1-inch OLED that will definitely outshine that of the iPhone SE. With the LG G8, you get an outstanding durability compared to the SE. First, you get an IP68 certification, coupled with military standard 810G certification. Now, for the cameras, you get a dual camera system with a 12 megapixel wide and 16 megapixel ultra wide. Lastly, you get the inclusion of cool features such as Face ID, Hand ID, and a vibrating screen for front facing audio. If you're willing to pay a bit more, you can also get a dual screen for your LG G8. And at number 2, we have the Google Pixel 4 XL. This is the phone for those of you who value camera quality over everything. Pixel offers a dual camera system with a 12 megapixel wide and a 16 megapixel telephoto camera. While these numbers don't sound too impressive, the Pixel has one of the best camera qualities in a smartphone, rivaling only the best of the best, such as the iPhone 11 Pro. As bonuses, the Pixel offers Face ID, an IP68 certification, a gorgeous OLED display that offers a high refresh rate, and a cool radar sensor that allows you to interact with your phone by simply hovering your hand over it. The Pixel is equipped with a Snapdragon 855 and 6 GB of RAM. While this may not sound too impressive, this phone has stock Android which allows it to feel extremely fast and smooth. The first phone we have on the list is the iPhone XS, coming in at only $450. This is for those of you who are trapped in the Apple ecosystem, meaning you need FaceTime, iMessage, Siri, AirDrop, etc. The iPhone XS sports a gorgeous design with the option of a stunning gold color. The iPhone XS offers stainless steel railing compared to the aluminum on the iPhone SE, which makes for an amazing feel in the hand. While the iPhone XS is an older phone, it was released only a year ago and was Apple's flagship, with a starting price of $1,000. The iPhone XS sports a magnificent dual camera, though the main shooter is slightly behind that of the SE. The XS includes an additional telephoto lens, which allows you to have lossless zoom. Though it doesn't offer night mode, there are plenty of apps that can give you this feature for a relatively low price. The iPhone XS offers IP68 water and dust resistance compared to the IP67 rating on the SE, meaning the XS can go deeper in water and for longer. The iPhone XS also offers a larger battery with better battery life than the SE. While the SE offers a more powerful A13 Bionic chip, the iPhone XS is equipped with 4 GB of RAM over the 3 GB on the SE. The main advantage of the iPhone XS is the display. It's a beautiful OLED display with a larger 5.8-inch compared to the 4.7-inch. It's also equipped with HDR10 and humiliates the SE in screen-to-body ratio. Plus, it still keeps 3D touch.